Good evening and thanks for joining us. We're following breaking news at this hour. Police are investigating after a man was shot at a Jackson motel. This is what it looked like at the Crown Motel on Bowling Street. Right now the details are slim. However, police tell us the man was taken to UMMC. No word on any arrests. Also in Jackson, 3 people are shot at an apartment complex and police have 2 people in custody. It happened at the Carrington Apartments on Dickens Court. Police say 2 men and a woman were shot, then rushed to a hospital. Right now, their conditions are unknown. We spoke to a witness who says he was at the scene but didn't want to be identified.
I heard about 4 different guns shooting all at once and heard some screams, looked over, man, about 4 people over there shooting the old dude. He was already on the ground shooting him while he was on the ground.
At last check, police were still on scene gathering evidence.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We are following breaking news first. A man who witnesses say was screaming and sitting in the middle of McDowell Road has died. Now police are trying to figure out just how he died. Witnesses describe a chaotic scene. They say not only was he sitting in the road, but at one point that he was hit by a car. Police Chief Lee Vance isn't saying yet he was hit, but they do say an officer struggled with the man and tried to get him out of traffic, but the man broke free and ran back. Eventually, they did get the man back to the curb, but say he had stopped breathing and officers were not able to revive him. The man later died at the hospital. Police in Macomb are investigating after a mother and son are found dead in their home. Their bodies were found inside a house near Avenue 11 and North Cherry Street. The coroner's office says they died from gunshot wounds. The police chief tells us this is being investigated as a double homicide. No suspects are in custody and the victims' names are not being released at this time. Happening right now, JPS leaders are investigating a video. It appears to show a student being body slammed by a man. Here's a look at that video. It surfaced on social media this afternoon. Jackson Public School officials confirmed they are investigating the video that was supposedly shot at Jim Hill High School. We're told the video was taken during school hours outside Jim Hill. School officials tell us a student was being aggressive and campus enforcement was on the scene trying to get the student under control. Officials tell us a teacher came into the situation and slammed the student to the ground. Authorities say the teacher's actions were inexcusable. Right now, the investigation is still ongoing, but authorities with JPS recommend that the teacher be fired. No word on the condition of the student. This week, the Jackson Police Department released its 2015 enforcement report, and the numbers have gone down in some areas, but there's still work to be done. There were nearly 9,000 felony crimes in 2014. That's a 2% reduction from the year before. In 2015, it went down again by 17%, with just over 7,400 felony crimes. WJTV's Terrence Friday is live from police headquarters after speaking with the police chief about the effort to lower crime. Good evening, Terrence.
Good evening, Melanie. Yeah, Chief Vance says that this is not a declaration of victory, but it's progress. He says he knows he's facing a big challenge, but they're not giving up on making a difference. Investigation into that church break-in is still ongoing. As far as the city of Jackson, there have been drops in all precincts. There have also been big drops in larcenies, car break-ins, and also auto thefts. Live in Jackson, Terrence Friday, WJTV 12.
Thank you, Terrence. Jackson police say 4 people assaulted a clerk and robbed a local business overnight. Willie Evans, Keyshawn McAllister, Gino Banks, and Devontae Jimerson are all charged with aggravated assault and armed robbery. Late last night, police say those suspects entered the Stop and Shop store and shots were fired. We're told the suspects assaulted and robbed the clerk, took money, and ran off. The 4 men were arrested this morning.
We are following breaking news at this hour. High voltage power lines are down and there is a major traffic backup on I-55 at I-220 in Madison County. Take a look at this live picture from our WJTV mobile weather lab. Take a look at that traffic. Lights are out in that area and traffic is backed up for miles. Both the northbound and southbound lanes of I-55 and parts of I-220 are impacted. Northbound traffic is being diverted onto County Line Road and southbound traffic is being diverted onto the Natchez Trace And if you're headed out tonight, just remember to avoid this area. If you are just joining us, you are looking at live pictures from I-55 at I-220 in Madison County. We will update you on air and online when we get new information.